My dears, observe this question. SSC-CGL, very important question. Observe it. In the given figure, AB is 30 centimeters. Okay, fine. CD is 24 centimeters. CD means what? The small part. Okay, fine. What is the value of in centimeters? Mn value. Okay, fine. So we need to find Mn value. But if you observe it properly, a circle is inside of another circle. Yes or no? A circle is inside of another circle. Lastly, those are called concentric circles. Okay, fine. In this particular concentric circles, we need to understand one basic point. What is that? AB is cutting inside circle. That's why it is called curve of small circle. Right? If I go for Mn, Mn can be the tangent of some small circle only. This is the basic idea, right? Yes. Inside we have one particular small circle. One line is cutting that one. That is why CD is called curve. Of course, AB is nothing but secant. But I want only CD part. CD part is given as what? 24 centimeters, I think. It's 24 centimeters. CD will be 24 centimeters. I need to find Mn. If you observe properly now, to find Mn value, we need to go for the CD concept. CD means what? Curve. If you know the basic rules of curve, then we can attach to tangent also. Of course, these are, I think, concentric circles. For example, if I take one center here, O. O can be the center for both circles. They are in concentric mode, right? That's why. Observe clearly. If I draw a line to curve, it can be what? Perpendicular bisector. From the center, if I draw a line to a curve, it can be the perpendicular bisector. That is theorem number 1. I mean basic rule number 1. Okay, fine. The total work can be 24 centimeters. Basically, this small part can be what? 12 centimeters. It can be divided into two equal parts, right? 12 centimeters. Nice. Now, if you observe properly, if I draw a line from center to the point here, it can be what? It can be taken as what? So it can be hypotenuse for small circle. I mean small part, triangle. Okay. For this OC, whatever small triangle is there, it can be taken as what? R, small r. Okay, fine. If I take a line to this one, it can be what? It can be capital R. What do you mean by capital R? From the center, we have common center. That's why from the center, if I draw a line to small circle circumference, it can be small r. It can be small r. Smaller circle area. So what about next one? Very interesting, right? If I go for OA, it can be capital R. By utilizing these small stories, we need to go for the big value. Okay, fine, no problem at all. Observe probably. It is a center. If I draw a line to this one, it can be what? Small r. Why? Because from center to circumference of circle can be called as what? Radius. But if you go for outer circle, it can be capital R. Yes. According to these basic properties, how can you utilize it? Of course, for example, CD can be 24 centimeters. Now we can go for smaller value, right? Is it possible? Actually, it is not possible according to Pythagoras law. How can we apply it now? What is the relation between R and small r? If I observe for capital R and small r, we'll have common side. What is that? Oh, let us remember there is J, OJ. Okay? OJ can be the common side. If I go for observe clearly, don't confuse. COJ. COJ can be right angle triangle, small triangle. Okay? Fine. R square is equal to, come on, according to this triangle value, R square is equal to, small r square is equal to, here we have 12 centimeters, right? This small part will be 12 centimeters. But because CD can be 24, it can be the perpendicular bisector. OG can be the perpendicular bisector to the curve. That's why R square, yes, R square is equal to 12 square, okay, 12 square plus OJ square. I don't know OJ value. 12 square plus, let us remember it is X. Actually, we don't want OJ square. OJ whole square. This is basic property. Okay, this is small triangle story. What about OAC? Triangle OAC. Don't confuse triangle OAC or OAJ. Yes, triangle OAJ. OAJ means what? From here to here to here. The big circle. I mean big triangle. Fine. Below common side again. The total value can be what? That is the main issue. Big triangle. For this big triangle, come on. Hypotenuse can be AO, right? In the same way, AO means what? Capital R. Capital R square. Yes, capital R square is equal to AJ. AJ means the total centimeters can be 30, right? The total length can be 30 centimeters. Exactly, it is a perpendicular bisector. That's why AJ can be what? AJ can be 15 centimeters. Don't confuse me. AJ can be 15 centimeters. Yes. Small part can be 12. big part can be 15 centimeters. Why? Because this is a curve, it can be the perpendicular bisector. Basic rule. Okay, fine. Nice. According to that, r square equal to, come on, r square equal to aj square plus again oj square. Aj means what? 15 square. 15 square plus again same story, oj square. Oj square. Yes. In these two values, what is the common value here? Oj square will be the common side, right? Oj will be the common side. That's why I need to equate oj square values. For that, how can you realize it? Come on, try to give the answers clearly. oj square can be r square minus 12 square. Here, oj square can be r square minus 15 square. Yes, r square minus 15 square is equal to oj square. The same way, oj square is equal to, come on, r square minus 12 square. Like both are equal, right? According to this, come on, both are equal. That's why, come on, r square minus 15 square will be 225, whatever we don't want, is equal to small r square minus 144. This is the basic rule. Clearly showing that r square minus 225 equal to small r square equal to minus 1. I need to go for capital R square minus small r square, man. What can be the answer for that one? It can be very interesting, right? Don't confuse. All of you, very interesting task. Be careful. Capital R square minus small r square will be 225 will be positive, 144 will be negative. So 225 minus 144. Actually, we don't want, but for your comfort only. So 225 minus, it will be positive, it will be negative, 144. I got the relation between capital R square minus small r square. Till now, what we have done? So capital R square minus small r square equal to 225 minus 144. It will be 81, I think. Yes, 81. I got capital R square minus small r square value as what? 81. Okay. According to the downside diagram, below two triangles, right? Small triangle and as well as capital triangle. From that, we can get a relation between capital R and small r. This is the basic idea. Okay. Now we need to go for the mn. The final question is what? We need to find mn. Mn means if I draw a line to a tangent, it can be smaller. For this small circle, it can be the tangent, right? Mn can be the tangent of small circle. Logically, it can be smaller value. Okay. Again, I can go for the outside circle from this origin only for upside values. Okay. Keep in mind. Observe properly now. From here to here, it can be what? Capital R, right? Why capital R? From center to outer circle, it can be capital R. From center to smaller circle circumference, it can be smaller. It can be capital R and again it can be smaller. Yes, of course, we have a relation between capital R minus small square values, right? So, according to this situation, we can make a relation between again capital R and smaller. If I know the relation again, I can go for next side. It can be, for example, it can be taken as what? Let us know what it is K. Nk. I need to find Nk value. Observe properly, don't confuse. If I draw a line to circumference, it can be 90 degrees value, right? For tangent. Okay, fine. According to Pythagoras, from which triangle? OKN. OKN. Triangle OKN. Again, we can go for capital R square equal to, come on, capital R square is equal to small r square plus nk square. Nk whole square. For your comfort only, don't confuse me. If I know nk value, how to get nk value? Just subtract it now. Capital R square minus small r square is equal to nk square value. Yes, I know the value according to first diagram. I mean, downside part. Below the relation between capital R and small r. That is what 81. So 81 can be nk square. Logically, nk value can be what? Nk value will be 9. Right. I got nk value, but don't confuse. I have only nk value, but I don't want nk value. I want mn value, right? Yes. If you want to find mn value, of course, if I draw a line to this particular circle, it can be smaller. It can be perpendicular line. Logically, it can be the perpendicular bisector also. Why? Because what is the reason behind it? You'll have one doubt here. Of course, it is a tangent to small circle. That's why it can be smaller radius. But whenever draw a line to tangent, for smaller circle tangent, it can be the only perpendicular line. But how can you decide it as bisector? Yes, we can decide it as bisector. Why? Because if you observe AB is the chord of smaller circle. That's why if I draw a line to this AB, it can be perpendicular as well as bisector, right? In the same way, if you observe MN can be the tangent for smaller circle. Then what about outside circle? For outside circle, it can be the chord. Yes or no? For outside circle, it can be the chord. That's why it is perpendicular line as well as bisector also. Be careful. If I draw a line to a curve, it can be perpendicular bisector according to outer circle. According to inner circle, it can be perpendicular bisector. In the same way, outer circle, it can be perpendicular as well as bisector. That's why I got nk value as what? 9. If it is 9, don't confuse. If it is 9, it can be 9. 9 plus 9, answer will be 18. So Mn is what? Final answer. Mn is what? 9 plus 9, 18 centimeters. This is a basic area. We'll have very interesting facts, right? For the smaller circle, if I draw a curve, particular line to curve, it can be perpendicular bisector. That's why CD will be 24 centimeters, it will be 12 and it will be 12. The same way, total length will be, AB will be what? 30 centimeters. Logically, again it can be 15 and 15. Why? Because we have drawn one particular line to a curve, right? It can be perpendicular bisector. That's why 15 and 15. So for these two triangles, we'll have a relation between them. After that, we can go for upside story. Very interesting test. I think SSC-CGL type 2 question. But don't confuse. If you have good command and subject, every question will be solved for sure.